Every plate tells a story. Every story feeds the soul. This ain't just cooking. This is healing through heat and hustle. Welcome to Prayers and Blessings, the podcast. Let's eat. What's up with the what's ups? Welcome back to another episode of Prayers and Blessings, the podcast, where faith, flavor, and focus feeds the soul. I'm your host, Mark Tyson. Today we're going to improvise. We're going to take something and make something. So yesterday we had the barbecue. I had some chicken breast, some jerk chicken breast left over. All the sides are gone, right? So I'm looking at it as from the point of view of leftovers. Something that somebody else might would throw away because it's leftover, right? Then I said to myself, well, I could take some pasta and make it work. I got some bowtie pasta, what I'm thinking. I go in there, it's no bowtie pasta. It's tricolor pasta. I would normally use my tricolor pasta for a salad. But sometimes we have to face things. We have to face what we're handed and make it work. We're still working on the 8 meals to a better you. And today we're talking about healing. We're talking about healing and facing things and making things work. So we're going to take this jerk chicken breast. We're going to take this tricolored pasta. We're going to take this heavy cream, these bell peppers and onions. We're going to bring it together and we're going to make it work because that's what you have to do with life. You have to face things, heal, and make it work. Let's cook, let's eat, and let's enjoy this conversation today. Let's start this episode off with prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for another gracious day, another gracious opportunity to speak to the minds and the hearts of those out there listening, those who need it, those who need some healing. I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be here. I ask that you anoint my words. I ask you to bless the hands that made this meal. Bless of those that are less fortunate. In your name's sake, we pray. Amen. So, before we take off into this conversation about healing, I must announce the winner of the Prayers and Blessings merch. 5002. If your last 4 digits stand with 5002, go into the inbox, send me your Addy, or send me your address, or wherever you are. If you are in the A, I will deliver to you hands-on, directly to your front door. If you're not, I'll send you the package. 5002. You want a hoodie, t-shirt, and a Prayers and Blessings hat. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Now, let's get on with today's topic about healing. Let's see what how did this tricolor pasta come out? I mean, You can please some people some of the time. You can please all the people none of the time. But I always can please me. Dang. You know what? You know what I love about this podcast? It's free. When I say it's free, I'm free. I'm in the comfort zone of my own home. I'm talking, helping, healing someone, helping someone on their journey, being innovative. And in this process of this podcast, no matter what people say when they see me on the outside, nothing deters me because I know that you can't please everybody. Some people say you should eat the food. Some people say you shouldn't eat on camera. Some people say you should cook and eat. That's a lot of opinions of what I should be doing with me. But could you imagine if I tried to please each and every person, each and every naysayer that say you should have a co-host, you shouldn't, I would never start. I would never be successful because I'm trying to please each and every somebody else. I'm successful in his eyes, failure in his eyes, successful in his eyes, failure in his eyes. It's doing good to you, bad to you, good to you. You got to be happy with you. And that right there, that's my segue into healing. Pros and cons to healing. The cons to healing, and the reason why people don't step up to it, because they don't want to face the pain. They do not want to admit to themselves that they're going through something, and they don't want to heal from. You can't heal from what you don't admit. You can't honestly say that I'm going to work on me and whatever area it is in your life that you need healing from, if you won't admit to you need healing in that spectrum. Some people don't want to heal because they have a fear of losing friends, losing the relationships. Some people don't want to heal because of the time that it takes. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to understand that you're going through something and you're on a journey of a better you. But if it's not happening, not fast, or your mental telling you that it's not going to happen overnight, you don't have the time and the patience, so you're running from healing. You have to understand that you're no longer in control of that. You're in control of the fact that you're going to admit the fact that you need healing and that you're going through some things. But it's going to happen on God's time. But you still have to put one foot in front of the other to start your journey, for healing process. That healing, the healing process is going to give you a closer connection with God. It's going to help you. It's going to help you get closer to Him. Like I said, it's going to happen on His time, but in His time, you're going to get closer to God in your journey of healing. It's going to help you build a sense of resilience to tell yourself that, okay, you prove it to yourself that you can do it. You prove to yourself that you can bounce back from the hurt, the pain, the anger, whatever it is this has you in a distraught state of mind. You letting yourself know that I can bounce back from all the trauma. But first things first is you have to admit to yourself that you are damaged somewhere in your life so you can start your healing process. The worst thing that you could do, the worst things that could happen to you from not trying to heal or not getting on the journey of healing is you start bleeding. Your wounds start bleeding. And when your wounds start bleeding, you bleed on people who didn't even harm you. You walk around and you're hurt and that pain. So now you start hurting other people. That has nothing to do with the wounds and the things that you're going through on the inside. Hurt people hurt people. That's how they stroke their ego and release. You have to deal with these things so that you can build bigger and better relationships with people around you, so you can get in tune with the successful people that will propel you and help you elevate to the next stage in life. It's kind of hard to open up and speak to someone when you have an attitude or you have this anger on top of you and you just walking around and you don't even know why you're upset. This wound has been buried so deep inside of you that now it's just you every day. It's normal. Anything that someone say to you, you blowing up and you don't even know why, because you got this hurt and this pain inside of you that you done buried so deep that now the roots is becoming a part of you. It's such a beautiful thing to heal because, like I said, you're going to build stronger relationships. You're going to better your health. You're going to get stronger and stronger, because when you don't heal, it sits heavy on your body. That pain and that worry and that aching, it sits heavy on your body. And not only that, you have to understand that a lot of times when you hurt, it can be something that's, say you hurt, right? And you hurting the inside, you never take time to heal. You're taking it out on your child, or you're taking it out on your spouse. When your spouse starts taking it out on your child, do you realize what you just created? You are the source and the foundation of a generational cycle that will go on and on and on and on and on. You passing your hurt to him, he passing his hurt to her, she passing her hurt, and then this person don't even know where it came from, but they picked it up from you because you refuse to heal. You refuse to take a few steps back, look in the mirror, and deal with it. The only way you're going to heal is you have to come face to face with it. You have to come face to face with your pain. You have to make a decision that I'm going to replenish who I am. Nobody don't want to walk around like that. You ever see somebody walk up to me and be like, damn, what's wrong with you? Like, nothing. What's wrong with you? Nothing. You know why they ask you what's wrong with you? Because they can see it all over your face that you got some type of anger or something deep, and you just looking like you always got something on your mind, or you're always upset. That's that pain and that hurt that's inside you that you're carrying around with you that you refuse to heal. You refuse to let go. You refuse to, you know what I'm saying, deal with what's going on inside you. And people can see you carrying that. It's like a dark cloud all over you all the time. The only way that you're going to heal that, and have freedom from the pain is you have to break the grip of yesterday. You have to let that grip of yesterday go. Whatever has a hold on to you, you have to honestly say, yo, I can't keep living like this. It's stunting your growth mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I know you want more for yourself. I know you're tired of going so far and then dropping off. Go so far and then dropping off. Go so far and then dropping off. And people tell you that you fell off. Well, if you fell off, you had somewhere to fall from. But if you heal, there's no more falling off. You can continue to push forward. You can continue to, these aspirations and these dreams that you have inside your mind, it can come to fruition. But it's going to start with you. You have to heal. I'm here because I feel like I can help you heal. And the first thing that you have to do to heal is admit that you have some type of wounds inside of you that's damaged, and that you want to deal with them, and you're not going to ignore them. You can't let your pride get in your way. Some people are just too proud to deal with their hurt and their pain. They feel like it's a sign of weakness. Dealing with it is a sign of strength. Like I said, you admitted that you know there's something wrong, and now you're going to get stronger when you get done with this. There's no losing in this. When you're doing something in your life that benefits you, there's no loss. There's only gain. You're only going to get better. You're going to dissect the problem and get better, no matter what the problem is. I don't care if you have some type of anxiety and you're scared to step in a room with people. If you face it and find ways to deal with it, you will overcome it. But the more you say, I'm not going to go in there because I have an anxiety. Okay, you admitted that you had it, but what are you doing to overcome it? Do you know those people out here today, they use the word anxiety as an excuse not to do things? They use that I have an anxiety as an excuse not to do things. They have identified what the problem, but they're not trying to come up with no solution. A year go by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by. They still stuck in the same spot because they're sitting on it, they riding and piggybacking the fact that I have an anxiety. But when are you going to start dealing with it? When are you going to start trying to figure out how to get over it? When are you going to stop letting this take over your life? When are you going to start healing? When are you going to stop letting this beat you up? How long do you think a person can lay in a safe haven of anxiety and I can't do this and I can't do that before life snatch you? You only can run but so far before life snatch you. And when life get a hold of you and put his hands on you and pull you into a circumference, you better know how to fight or scream loud. Because when life start lifing, you're gonna learn the hard way. When you have control over the situation, see, when I say you have control over the situation, you have control because you can identify with your problem and start working on it. When you identify with the problem, but when you're not working on it, and somebody push you out there into life and life grab you, now you have no control anymore because now you're forced to deal with some things however way you've been pushed and pulled. When you can sit back and deal with these things on your own and try to get a better grips of it. So when life do grab onto you, now you have some things to fight with. Now you have some armor. Now you have some weaponry. But now you're out there fighting with no weaponry because you didn't even try to heal. You didn't try to deal with the things that you said that you had problems with. You waited till the last minute. Now you up shit's creek without a paddle. Pardon my language. Prayer is the beginning. Prayer is your foundation. You tell a big homie, I'm dealing with anxiety. I'm dealing with past trauma and hurt. And I need your help getting over this. I need your help healing from this. And he'll walk you through it. But you still have to do the motions and the actions after the fact. And if you pray for God, might even put you in a situation that's going to help you fight through it. You might have to just man up or woman up and deal with it. He might put you in a room full of people where you got to deal with your anxiety in order for you to get over it. In order for you to say, I beat this. Because I guarantee you, if you ask God for strength, he's going to put you in a war so you can fight and get stronger. You ask God for some sleep, he might put you in a coma and you get sick and say, you wanted some sleep, and I go some sleep. So at the end of the day, you got to be careful what you ask for on your mission to healing. But you know you need to heal from your past trauma. You might even need to heal from yourself because you might be in your own way. You in your own way, stopping yourself from being a successful person that you want to be. God said, I will restore your health and heal your wounds, declare the Lord. So with that being said it's not a maybe. It's a promise. Leave it in God's hands. And I know healing isn't always easy, but it's necessary. Stop avoiding yourself. Take everything that I said today with you. And remember, God will restore you if you just trust Him and leave it in His hands. Thank you for tuning in to Prayers and Blessings, the podcast. And remember, hug someone and tell them you love them. And they just might hug you back and tell you they love you. I'm just saying. Holla at your boy. Yeah.